All right, I'm recording. So I'm playing my Dominion League match against Snowdrop today. I figured I'd just commentate over this randomly, give thoughts, something for posterity. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's give it good luck. Looks like I go first. Oh, and I have the 5-2. Uh, let's see here. Villages, port, draw, witch's hut, throne room's also a village and kind of draw. No plus buy, but we have displace, so play multiple displaces. Crossroads is a village. So where is this going? Well, on 5-2, I think this is definitely displace. Yeah, displace and then gain some stuff. Play a bunch of witches' huts, displace stuff. Maybe we get some crossroads. I don't know if crossroads is really worth it though, because that deals with estates. But how do I deal with coppers? Moneylender could be worth it. Well, 5-2. Definitely think this place is the correct opening. Let's see what he opens with. Silver. So is crossroads better than nothing? Probably better than nothing. We'll open crossroads. Yeah, we'll take ports here. Yeah, moneylender does seem like a good idea. Crossroads, displace, an estate. There's no buys, and we can always just re-exile it later. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try moneylender, and I'll take a second crossroads. So on second 5, witch's hut, possibly. Tactician could be useful in the later game. I think witch's hut. Draw is going to be important here. Do I displace port into something? It's probably... No, we'll displace the estate. Displace estate into throne room? Is silver better than nothing here? Yeah, probably just for displace effects. I think we'll actually go for more ports. And crossroads or silver? Silver. Let's take another witch's hut. Let's take a port. Let's take ports. They're running out, so... Ooh, I get double cursed here. No fun. Which is high. let's discard those. Gain another curse. Give him another curse. We'll displace. I think we buy gold. Take ports. We'll buy gold so we can start displacing into province. I actually think Innkeeper is better than Throne Room here. So yeah, here we can displace gold into province. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. We'll discard these two. Draw. Definitely discarding. Moneylender or port or 2 ports. Could also be this to clear. I should really know what the bottom card is, but I don't. It's probably silver. Might be the silver. We'll discard those. No, it's another port. I don't want to trigger the shuffle. Exile gold for province. End actions. Do I want to buy anything here? I don't think it's estate time yet. I'll buy a silver. I'd like to get another displace. And we have it in hand here. Probably displace Crossroads into Innkeeper, probably. I think that's the right play. Displace Crossroads. Could be Throne Room, but I think Innkeeper is going to be more reliable. Drawing through the deck, and then we'll get our second displace here. Oh, getting a text. All right, let's see. We'll play a port. Witch's Hut. Discard probably these two. Give out a curse. Witch's Hut. I'd like to draw through the. I'd like to displace the province this turn. So I think I'm going to discard the 2 curses in hopes that I find my... Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't find my displace. Well... Is it Tactician time? In theory, Tactician can help me get there. Because I could play... I just need to displace province. If I can play 2 displaces in 1 turn. I think Tactician, double Tactician seems worth it here. Just buy a silver. Well, I can displace this curse into an estate. We'll continue. I'm going to actually buy another estate. Just because I have some crossroads, so if I find stuff... Oh, that's a good play for him. Could give me both curses here. But he's choosing not to. I'm having some suboptimal draws. Continue. Okay, so now I can do moneylender, displace province into gold. We'll discard the gold from exile. I don't really want silvers. There's stop cards, but I don't really want crossroads either. I'm going to take an estate. Play some ports. Do I want to draw 6? Probably play Innkeeper here. Ideally, I find the Witch's Huts first. I do actually want to keep drawing on. And if I'm going to be discarding this whole hand, so the way to think about this, right, this is basically, I want to draw through, I want to displace twice. So I should probably play Innkeeper, so I should instead discard like this. Well, I don't want to put these in the shuffle, but I think this is worth it. So I'll draw Witch's Hut. So now I don't really need these ports. I can discard both of them. And then we'll play 5 cards, discard 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Port. Displace gold in the province. I'll just draw 1 card with this. That really wasn't worth it, actually. I think we just have to play Tactician. Okay. We should get another Tactician at some point. If we can mid-turn gain 1, that would be nice. Curses are out, so there's no point in discarding actions. So we can displace gold. Should be careful here. To province. Let's displace this moneylender. So the question is, is he gonna have another turn? Am I gonna have another turn? Or actually, I have another gold in the deck. I should not do this yet. See if he's paying attention or not. And I want to do that too. I don't want to play this displace. Okay. So I want to find my second gold. So let's do this to draw 5, discard 6. We're going to displace this moneylender if we can't find port. There we go. So I wanted to find that this next province. So I could do this. So now if I play this, discard. Then I'll play this. If I play this now, I can buy another province. Yes, okay. I don't think I have a win in hand. 1, 2, yeah, I don't. But I can. 1, 2. So I can't displace one of those. But I can exile a port for a duchy. I definitely don't want to trigger this shuffle. 9, I'll buy that province. So we're my other goal must be an exile, yeah. So, but because the game is gonna end soon, like I don't think I'm gonna make it through this shuffle before I. Well, do I have more payload to displace? Probably not, actually. We'll do this. Buy an estate. I'm not sure if that was worth it to discard the exile's gold because it didn't feel very worth it, but it's like here I'm just kind of passing. I didn't play this endgame very well. Well, if I don't play this turn very well, I can at least play next turn quite well. Though I think I have a win. I'll have a win here. As long as I can find my displace. So we'll discard. Yeah, so I just need to find those golds. Which I should be able to do as long as I do this. Draw with port. As long as I find one of those golds, I got a win in hand here. This doesn't really matter. Exile this gold for the win. Let me just check who was starting. I took the first turn. Oh, website, please don't. Okay. So he's got it all set up. All right, next game. Okay, I have the 5-2 again. Let's see what we've got here. Any plus, let's see, plus buy with collection. Plus card with laboratory, war of sea witch. No village. I think that's the main limitation here. Trashing with steward. But otherwise, no trash. So no village makes this very tricky. I would be tempted to open Sea Witch Though actually, steward trashing is kind of awkward. Getting the 5-2 again. This feels like Sea Witch is the correct opening. Because I have +5 collection. Inventor is also a very strong card. That could be worth it as your terminal. I don't think I would want to gain... Like, I want an Inventor, but you can't play more than one per turn, so it seems not very worth it. Though trashing does seem quite awkward here, so I think I'm just going to take the Sea Witch. As long as it's in the turn... I want to see a turn 3. Well, that's not very nice. Steward's probably worth it. Trashing seems pretty important. I have a lot of terminals. I'm very over-terminal here. I probably just want innkeepers, honestly. This actually would be a good play to do innkeeper, draw 5, discard 6. Because I can guarantee that I will trash 2 estates here instead of copper. So I think we'll do that. Then we can trash these 2 estates. I think the end game for this is going to definitely be play a bunch of collections, buy a bunch of cards. But for now, how do we get there? Definitely want to be cursing the opponent. The Sea Witch is going to miss the shuffle no matter what I... If I play it, it'll miss the shuffle. So I'm going to play 3 cards, discard 3. That's not exactly what I wanted to see here. Yeah, because that's going to happen. Oh, website's just glitching out, I guess. I'll buy another innkeeper. Yeah, I just want a collection at this point. I need some more monies. I need some more. So the question, so if I draw 5, discard 6, it doesn't seem very strong. I think I want to 3, discard 3. So then I can do like this. Then play Sea Witch. Probably want another collection. Or it could be just a lab. I think we'll take another collection. Here, I think we just take the money, get the innkeeper. We'll start buying labs. Discard 2. So I'll have 5 no matter... Right, play Stewart for... So we'll just play this to draw a card. And then we'll play for this for... Well, we could play this for cards, because we have 5 in hand. It's actually probably more worth it to do that. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll just buy a lab, though. it would be nice to have a 2-cost action. But I think we'll just buy a lab. And then end our turn. Innkeeper seems like probably the best card in this kingdom, because then I can do stuff like this. I'll just buy another lab, I guess. Getting more text, of course. But that's not what we're here. We're here for Dominion. So the idea is going to be draw the whole deck and buy a bunch of collections. So he's now buying a Sea Witch, which I'm not a fan of, but it is probably the optimal play. This is definitely 3 cards, discard 3, I think. Discard Steward, 2 coppers. I definitely don't want to trigger the shuffle with those 2 coppers and Steward in hand. So we're just going to play this for 1 card. So that last card is the collection. Once I can hit 10, I'll start buying Collection Lab. I believe I have the payload for that if I draw the whole deck. Tide pools can be good, though having to discard 2 cards is a little worrisome, but I don't agree with silvers. I think silvers are not great here. I think this is going to end on Collection Lab's Innkeeper. So I discarded a copper and an estate with Sea Witch. Probably just want 3 cards, discard 3. I can play this to clear out the deck, bottom. Just end our actions here. I think this is actually Lab Silver. As much as I don't want to put silver into the deck, silver could be worth it. I mean, it would be another card for Innkeeper to draw through. It doesn't feel very worth it, though. Because I want to be drawing the whole deck. And, well, let's see. What is in my discard? It's just 1 copper. So I think I actually do need a silver here to get payload. So they have to discard 2 cards because they played Tide Pools. I don't think Tide Pools is a very good card here. I have a curse. I don't agree with all the silvers they're taking. This is not great because I'm not going to trigger this. Actually, this is fine. I can trash. I don't want to trigger that shuffle with all those all those treasures in it. So instead, what I'll do is I'll trash 2 to buy another lab. I'm fortunate that I don't get to play the Sea Witch, but I think it's better that I don't trigger a terrible shuffle than just cursing. The wharf might have been worth playing with. I really don't agree with all these silvers. I think I should just play this for 3, discard 3. Oh, wait, how much money do I have in hand? This is 9. Oh, so I should discard the steward and a copper. So the hope is, so there's 2 lines. I could either discard like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guarantees 10, but I don't play the Sea Witch. This line possibly guarantees 10 if I find the next collection. I think this is more worth it because then I get to play it. So yeah, so now I get the best line I could have gotten. I'm also realizing Curse's pile probably also empty. But that's okay. I'm going to buy 2 labs and gain 4 VP points. So I believe I have 6 of the labs, if not 7. And I have 2 of the innkeepers. Okay, discard Curse. The only other Steward is the only terminal in my deck, right? So I should probably keep the Steward, actually. Draw, 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 draw. How many cards did I discard to Steward? I discarded 2 cards, and I haven't discarded anything else yet. So there's only 2 cards in my discard pile. Which means that I should do this. Oh, and I have another lab. So now we've drawn the deck, finally. And I think we should definitely trash. So this will be, if I trash, I'll have 6 plus 5. That seem right? 5 coppers for 5, and then 1 silver for 2. It's 7. 2 clears for 11. Could have 12, but doesn't seem as worth it here. So we'll trash 2. Get that curse out of my deck. And we'll buy a lab and another collection, and then we'll start to pile out stuff. So lab and a collection. All right. Ideally, I would have probably picked 2 different durations as my terminals, but so we overdrew. So that means I can do, I believe what that means is I can do this. But I do have to discard one of those to get it. Yep, okay. And then we'll play the Sea Witch. So we have 13. We should probably just be buying 4 innkeepers. I mean, that's like basically buying province. Unless I want to add more payload. Could buy 2 innkeepers. 2 innkeepers in a collection. That's probably worth it. Let's see. Buy an innkeeper. We could get a little greedy here. We can get a little greedy. But also, do I really need to get greedy? I'll probably just pile out curses. Which means I should just take the innkeeper. Yeah, so we can pile out curses along with... Because I have that's 3 labs. That's 4 buys. Right, I have 3 collections. So that means I have 4 buys, which maybe means I should have... Well, the buys wouldn't have worked out, though, because there would have been 1 extra. But, actually, this is actually... Because of this... if I draw my whole deck this turn... This is probably 5 cards. This card's 6. This is tough, because I want to draw the whole deck. But I also just have 3 collects. So, like, if I did something like this, I would only have 3 collections. So I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably aim to draw the whole deck. Which means definitely discard copper. Definitely... And I have exactly enough to draw the deck. Yeah, that's 8. So trash 2, play all this, buy 2 innkeepers and 2 curses for the win. All right, that was an interesting one. That was definitely a tricky one. But, all right, game 3. So, let's see what we've got here. So, villages, diplomat, kind of. Falcon, let's see. So Falconer is not a village, but it is a strong card. Let's see. This is definitely just silver. Don't know what else. I'm probably buying Silk Merchant next. Silk Merchant is a very good card. They gain a bishop. So bishop is trashing, but it also trashes your opponent trash. So it's sometimes not worth it, but also haven't thought of exactly where this is going. There is wheelwright to mid-game trigger if you're doing Falconer. There is Duke, so you could, in theory, do Duchy Dukes for lots of points. No matter where this is going, though, this is definitely Silk Merchant. Silk Merchant is a very strong card. It looks like another silver. I do have a coffers, but I don't think I want that. Maybe I get a bishop, actually. Bishop trashing Silk Merchant could be a strategy. We will gladly trash an estate. Two buys, huh? This could just be silver Silk Merchant. Could also just be gold, but usually buying gold is not worth it. Wheelwright actually seems pretty good. You could gain a bunch of Silk Merchants. Could be bishop. I think bishop is actually kind of worth it. This seems like a really tricky one, just because there's like nothing going on, which usually does mean it's like big money, which probably means replace is very necessary. Yeah, oh yeah, especially with Silk Merchant. Yeah, no, definitely buying replace. I think wheel rate seems good here. Falconer. I do like Falconer. But I think wheelwright is stronger here. I will gladly trash. Do I trash an estate? Probably. Yes, you definitely trash an estate. I'd be hesitant to trash the last one though. So like this, we can do this trash can, Silk Merchant, play, buy another wheelwright. So like here, we can play wheelwright to discard Silk Merchant to gain another Silk Merchant. Do I want to replace? No, I kind of want to just draw here. So wheelwright says an action card specifically. You can't gain duchies and dukes, but I think hard sell, hard to think here. I could just put Silk Merchant on top of the deck. That's probably worth it. Want to pay for something with coffers? No, I like my coffers. So yeah, I want to avoid triggering my opponent's Falconer if possible. Though I've just seen it, so that I could definitely now gain like a diplomat or something. I think taking the last Silk Merchant seems pretty strong here. I do actually want to discard this. I think I want to start going for... Yeah, Conspirators seem pretty good here. Yeah, I don't agree with some of these one-offs. I think replace was definitely a good card here, but I'm not sure. There's not a lot of. There's not great fours. Ooh, do I want to trash? Probably yes. Trashing a copper. Copper doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, see, you probably just buy province here. I don't think this is going anywhere else. Interesting. 2 golds. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, I don't have. Oh, I have. I could buy a replace. It's really worth going on. Yeah, we'll trash this to buy. Actually, yeah, we definitely want gold. And then spend 1 coffer for a second replace. He did have his falconer in hand. Well, that's okay. He gained a bishop. Interesting. So like here, I'd like to find my second replace. I think trashing coppers is still worth it. Interesting. He does have a lot of VP points, though. I should be careful of that, actually. Duchy Duke might actually be more feasible if he's already ahead. I think we just take another silver. Could discard a real right to itself. I don't know. Bishop doesn't feel very worth it here. I definitely think conspirator. As long as I can save that last village. I'm considering taking diplomat here, actually. I think I actually will take a diplomat. Do I want to burn this last villager? Probably. Almost double province. I do have a duchy in the deck. I think I'm going for Duchy Duke pile out. The ideal draw off this wheel right is replace, so we can. Do I trash? No, I don't think I do. It could actually be trash this estate. I think it actually is. We're definitely going to see this shuffle once more. Go through one more shuffle, so. Could have been trash Silk Merchant, but I'd rather not. It'd be nice to, like, draw a replace off this. Can actually, yeah, we can discard this duchy. Gain another real right. Draw. Not one dead, but buy a second duchy. Should be careful of piles. So I have 2 coffers. So I could choose to trash this copper. That's probably worth it. Maybe not. I'm going to say it is. Usually trashing coppers is a good thing. So I'm going to trash for the final duchy. Play and pay 2 coffers to gain a duke. I believe my dukes are worth 6 at this point. Yes, they are worth 6, so they're basically provinces. Diplomat will actually get some work here. So I can use a real right to discard a card, so then I have 5 or few cards in hand. Yeah, and then we'll take another diplomat. We'll get 2 actions. Fortunately, you don't have another villager, but... Alright. Yeah, we can leave the province pile completely untouched. We will avoid the trash here. This is just buy Duke once per turn till the game ends. So I'm not going to play both of these. So I might as well just discard this to like get a diplomat or something. Here again, wheelwright coming in play. Discard a diplomat. So this is actually just a winning hand. Oh, he's going to buy the last one. All right. There is a lot going on here. Sanctuary seems very important. What did I get? The 3/4. Sanctuary seems very important here. But let's see. Trashing. He is the 2/5. Definitely open Sanctuary. Probably just stow away on my Royal Galley. More Cabin Boy. Yeah, the 5-2 seems a lot stronger here than the 3-4. Could just be a silver. I don't think a silver is worth it. It's true. There's no curse trashing. I think Stowaway. Oh yeah, I have Cabin Boy. So Stowaway Cabin Boy is definitely, I think, the right opening here. Yeah, I'll play that. He buys a monkey. I think another Stowaway. Royal Galley does seem good here. Do I want to trash this to gain a different duration card? Probably not, especially if he... Or no, he doesn't have a Stowaway. He has monkey. But he doesn't have anything. Definitely Sanctuary. This hand does not spark joy. That does spark joy, though. Just take a Snake Witch. So yeah, Royal Galley is basically a village. So there's very little draw. Stowaway. Exile an estate. Probably just another Sanctuary. Could be Cabin Boy and a Witch. Snake Witch. I think a second Sanctuary. So I've played a Cabin Boy this turn, so I'll take a second Sanctuary. Oh yeah, he had monkey too. It's good. Probably a good thing I didn't. Yeah, didn't draw 2 cards. Gained 1 thing because you only draw 1 card off of monkey. Hopefully he gains a duration card. Stowaway first. 2 coins. If I have my deck under control, I'd consider Treasure Trove. But I really don't. So another Sanctuary. I think Sanctuary is very strong. It lets you get a lot of things out of your... You need to be careful not to accidentally exile all my money, though. Probably don't exile, so I can buy a Stowaway. I could also exile the Stowaway. No, that's not worth it. Could probably take an experiment or 2 here to try to spike a number. But my plan is to try to get thin and like exile all the starting cards and then go from there. I think it's actually just silver. Just so I can freely exile coppers and not have to worry about hitting 5 for Treasure Trove. Maybe even Coven. I probably should get some Royal Galleys, though. I might be sleeping too hard on Royal Galleys. He might be ahead. I mean, he's already drawing his whole deck. Do I want to trigger this shuffle? Probably. Yeah, I think it's time to buy a real galley here. I'll probably trigger his thing, but I'm surprised I didn't. Though he's overdrawing at this point, I think. Yeah, I didn't think about real galley also kind of just playing. Yeah, see, he's going to play, he's doing exactly what I was thinking about doing. But, like, he's going to draw both cards. So, like, the fact he has a monkey out doesn't actually mean that much. So here I'm kind of just exiling a bunch of cards. Might even be treasure trove. It might even be treasure trove time for me. Probably is. Coven. See, the question of Coven is always, are you going to actually empty all the curses out before the game ends? And usually the answer is no. Maybe I could consider adding them, but I think for now, Treasure Trove, Snake Witch. He's exiled all 3 estates. I've exiled all 3 estates. Got a little bit of a lead on coppers, but not sure I agree with that. I really want to click Coven. I really do. But I don't think it's a good play. I think I've got 2 sanctuaries down there. I think it's a second treasure trove. I mean, I know my deck isn't fully under control yet, but I'd rather get ahead on payload stuff. Getting payload. I think I've slept too hard on Royal Galley. Surprised he's buying more. I mean, I guess he's building the triple or the double province. Stow. I probably want to gain a Royal Galley here. I didn't think about that with monkey. Playing 2 monkeys seems like a good idea. Should probably get my own. I'm gonna buy 2 monkeys here, actually. I think that's my turn. I did not think about the interaction of treasure trove and monkey. So I think he's definitely ahead here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, double province. Not sure there's much I can do about this. Yeah, I'll buy 1 province here. But if he can draw his whole deck on this turn, that would be bad news for me. Okay, so we've got the whole deck in hand, basically. Exile a province. Exiling Stowaway seems like a good idea. I don't know how much more use it's going to get. Just in case I need the extra buy. Play the monkey. Does he have his monkey in play? He does. This could just be don't play the monkey. But he also is like... This could be not playing monkey. Or not playing treasure trove. I think I need the payload, though. The question is, do I play the last one? So right now I have 16 money exactly if I... This probably is double Dutchy, actually. Feels weird to do double Dutchy, though. I think it is double Dutchy. I don't want to lower provinces more than I have to. So this is one... I think I gotta play this. And we'll buy Dutchy... Dutchy... Estate. $22. think I have lost this game. Did he play a monkey? He did not play a monkey this turn. But also I didn't either. Well, this is probably a loss here. If he doesn't dud to draw his whole deck, it's very unlikely that he duds. Wow, insult for injury, giving me a curse too. But he doesn't actually hit it here. Or no, he hits 8. So you probably just play the last province. You probably penultimate province here. Don't think there's anything I can do about this. Yeah, that's definitely a loss. Okay. All right, we got shelters and various things. So what's going on here? We got Tragic Hero, Skirmisher, Ironmonger is a village. Camel Train seems not worth it here. Seems like you want to just buy all the Ironmongers, buy some Tragic Heroes, maybe a couple Skirmishers. Actually, Wheelwright seems very strong here. But any trashing? No trashing, though. That does not bode well. We'll buy a silver. Usually silver poacher has a very high chance of hitting 5. But I think Ironmonger is better. I could see Camel Train being... Oh, you know what? The Skirmisher interaction is actually pretty good. If you exile wait, no, that's not how I think it works. No, I'm buying Camel Train. Probably a Tragic Hero. Or Wheelwright. I'll take a Wheelwright. I think that seems pretty strong here. Ooh, that sucks to see because Ironmonger has no interaction with the Hovel. He exiled a gold. I don't think that's particularly worth it at this point. I'd probably want to just do another wheelwright. Oh, actually, it could just be an Ironmonger, because I'm going to buy an Ironmonger this turn. That's actually the correct play. So if he hits 5, I have to discard 2. He does not. I'm just going to keep clicking Ironmonger, because it's a good card. Presumably he hits 5? Yeah, so I have to discard 2. That's fine. So if I had an extra action, I would try to do something different, but instead, gain a card costing up to 4 coins. Well, the Ironmonger probably about to run out, so it doesn't seem very strong. We will actually just exile a goal here. I don't know, Tragic Hero seems good though. Gold will clog up the deck though in the end, so it doesn't seem very worth it. I'd rather have draw, especially with all the Ironmongers around. I'm taking, yeah, I should do that. Buy the last Ironmonger. So it's an exile right now. Would really like to hit 5 here. I haven't hit 5 in a while. Oh, that's bad luck. Like I said, yeah. Ironmonger does not synergize at all with Hovel. Keep it. Discard, we get to draw an extra card off that. So I actually don't have any 5-cost card in the deck. But I'll still see what I can do. I don't think I want to discard. Keep, discard. Keep it there since... So we'll buy a Tragic Hero now. We'll discard from exile. Admittedly, the Skirmisher attack is actually kind of annoying. He's going to discard all of his cards. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so if I play this Tragic Hero, it'll pop. Or 1, 2, oh shoot, I didn't. Well, I'd probably still buy this gold. Just to get cards out of my deck. Just to do something with them. I must have miscounted that. I thought I was going to pop Tragic Hero there, but that's okay. interesting play. We'll actually keep it there. We can discard it to wheelwright. So this is, so I have 5 plus, this is 8, 1, 2, 3, 6, 11, 14. It's definitely worth to discard gold to gain something. Probably a skirmisher. That is not fun to see. I'd really like to see an Ironmonger, because that's the only way I'm getting plus action. Oh well. This is definitely double province doable, though. Yeah, no trashing, though, makes this very annoying. But yeah, it's possible I could draw the whole deck with Tragic Heroes, but it's seeming more and more unlikely that's going to happen. Starting out, it's getting dark outside. Oh my god, that's the 3rd time. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Wheelwright, gold. It's probably just a gold. Nothing else looks terribly useful. Hopefully I can hit 5. I would like to discard attack him this turn. Or find a wheelwright on another 5. Seems like province time. I'd be surprised if he did not click province here. Yeah. Keep that. So yeah, skirmisher is just kind of a peddler effect. With no downside. But I'll take it here. Discard exile. He's got discard. If I can draw my whole deck, I can do double province. Just waiting. Play the iron. We'll play the Ironmonger first, then the Skirmisher and stuff. Yeah, hitting 6 not very useful here. Probably by as a touchy. Oh. This is definitely just a province. So we're definitely buying a victory card this turn because we have Hovel in hand. So Hovel says when you gain a victory card, you can trash it from your hand. So that's why it's a reaction card. And in a kingdom with 0 trashing, when was a mine? Wait, when was a mine bought? Did he bought a mine? I'm not sure that's going to actually do anything for him. Mine is like an okay card. It's a very bad card in just base set. Like, it can be useful, especially if there's other non-standard treasures around. But I don't know, I don't agree with it, especially because we're not really drawing through our decks here. It'd be nice if you could draw through your deck. Play it every turn. You'd upgrade everything slowly. But yeah, I'm buying a victory card. No matter what I draw here, I'm buying a victory card to trash Hovel. Ideally, Ironmonger sees an action. So I get plus action, and I can draw it off of Tragic Hero and try to not accidentally pop Tragic Hero. So if this card says if you have 8 or more cards in hand after drawing, you trash it and gain a treasure. Earlier I thought it was going to get popped, and then I guess I miscounted. But that's okay. Just kind of waiting for this guy's turn to happen. Nothing terribly exciting. Oh my god, no way. He's actually, I mean, I don't know what cards are in his hand, but in this point of the game, I would consider just keeping it on top, drawing it, and then trashing it. Because at least if you exchange this for even like an estate, like imagine if he had an estate instead of the Hovel, he could then discard it and draw off of Ironmonger. But if he doesn't have the draw to, you discard it if you don't have the draw for it. But he's already, what has he done? He's already seen, he's played 2 Skirmishers. That's how he has 2 money. So he top decks it, but doesn't draw it. Interesting. Discard. Skirmisher. Okay. Keep that there. Acropolis. Draw. Discard. So this is 3. So 3, 6, 12. I believe this is double province. It's actually a little more than that. So reactive hovel. Double province. That turn went better than I thought it would. So yeah, I knew I could do double province. Oh, so we just buys a silver. Interesting. Was not expecting that quick of a turn. So I probably don't want to trigger this shuffle. It seems very unlikely that I actually want to trigger this shuffle. I mean, there's a lot of not great cards down there, and then all of these cards miss the shuffle. And I have 10 in hand. I should have probably played this Tragic Hero first, so I could have found the wheelwright and not had to play the extra skirmisher, but because this is 6. I could also just attempt to draw through. I mean, I just discarded all the cards that helped me, but... And I also get an attack on him if I discard a province. Getting the attack actually seems better than just triggering this bad shuffle. It's also more likely I get double province here. I don't know if I maybe should remember that there was 20 cards down there. 20. All of these cards we've seen in the shuffle seems kind of bad, but also wheelwright being able to discard provinces is very nice. Gain treasure. Yeah, hit double province here. Don't know there's much he can do about that to get... Ooh, that is a bad draw. We'll keep it on top, but... I mean, with one province left, buying an estate could change. Could be the difference. I mean, you could tie the game if he bought province double duchy. If you could get province double duchy, that would tie. So buying an extra estate makes sure game is not a tie. All right, this is just a win in hand. All right, let's see what we've got here. He gains bishop. Ooh. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that crack. I was cracking my bones and whatnot. Well, this isn't. There's very little draw. Yeah, there's very. Like, maroon is draw. Actually, maroon temple is actually probably going to be very strong here. So maroon cares about the types of the card. So maroon cares about types of cards, and temple has two types. It's action gathering, and so gathering is a card from type from empires, where it's basically you put victory tokens on top of the supply, and there's only a few of them. Here, is cargo ship better than silver? Basically, you get to set aside a card. I don't think that's better than silver. I mean, actually, no. You can. So inevitably, I'm trying to play like farmhands maroon to draw, and then we'll need extra gains. Um, Gains are from artisan. I'm gonna take cargo ship. Not sure about that one. Question is then, do I take temple or maroon? Maroon for draw. We will gladly trash for free. Farmhands, we've got two. Ooh, mastermind. This is actually very nice. I can do mastermind and put it on a cargo ship. The question is another cargo ship worth it? Probably not. Probably just buy silver. So yeah, with mastermind, I should be able to. I can just like trash a bunch of cards. Right, and this is separate of farmhands, so. Alright, so we're trying the whole deck. Cargo ship on 9. So there's no buys. So artisan is probably. I'll put it onto cargo ship. We will definitely trash. Getting thin is really important here because there's basically no draw. we draw the whole deck here with Mastermind. Farmhands. So we could. The question is, how are we buying provinces and whatnot? It's probably just like Mastermind Butcher. This is very awkward, I'll tell you. Without draw and without buys, this is kind of awkward. Let's see, we're definitely playing Artisan. I think we'll buy Butcher with the... We need some sort of like draw. And I'm not sure what that draw is. I think playing Butcher seems highly worth it. Well, we will definitely want a Butcher eventually. This might be buying Gondola, because I'm realizing I'm over-terminaled. So, Mastermind, Cargo Ship, Play Our Treasures. I think we do buy Gondola. So, Gondola, play a card, so we can get some coffers going. So Mastermind Artisan is probably our play here. The question is, what are we going to gain if all of our funny cards? Do I trash the 1 copper? Probably. It seems highly worth it. I could just trash it with myself with Maroon. Artisan seems like the correct thing to do here. So Artisan. This might be a Farmhands Gondola, just because we'll have to draw through a bunch of cards. I think it's Butcher, Mastermind, Farmhand is the correct order of gains. The question is, with the Farmhands, do you put Mastermind under the Farmhands? Do you put the current Mastermind under Farmhands? Probably. I mean, you get to play for free, basically. Okay. Mastermind. Top deck. Butcher. Top deck the Butcher. farmhand. What card to play at the start of your next turn? Mastermind. Do I have to top deck a card? Top deck this current Mastermind. We'll draw. Play Maroon on Gondola to draw the rest of the deck. We probably don't want to play Butcher. Play Mastermind. There's no exile, right, in this? So eventually we'll have to draw through the provinces. Very tricky kingdom this is. It's probably not worth trashing anything. I think we'll just buy farmhands. Final answer. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Farmhands to play a Mastermind. What the heck am I going to Mastermind? He does have quite a lot of VP comparatively. Probably want to Mastermind here. Maroon Copper. Like we can like double play Butcher or something. So we'll get triple Mastermind coming in here. We'll play it once on the farmhands, and then the rest of them on Butchers. Mastermind I find to be a very hard card to work around because you have to think very far ahead with, so your next turn you're playing an action card 3 times, which is a very powerful effect, but you have to think ahead about what the heck is happening. I'm not convinced what I'm doing is correct, but definitely not trashing here. Okay. Cargo ship. Oh, right. We have an So see, we have an individual mastermind, which I'll play on farm hands. And then we have a triple. Yeah, don't trash here. Second play a mastermind. Probably want the last one to actually be a mastermind. And if I only need to draw one card, this could be farm hands. Set it aside. Last gain, probably another butcher. All right, I top decked a farm hands and a mastermind. I'm not going to redo that. I'll just play a normal mastermind. Top deck. Butcher. All right, we're resuming this match. So my opponent had some personal issues last night that caused us to not be able to finish this game. So we're finishing this post-mortem the next day. So, but we're at the same point we stopped last night. So mastermind farm hands to draw 3 cards. And then can we gain 5 provinces in 1 turn? Actually, we'll play the first farm hands. Now we resolve the message. Then I think we want to just draw the rest of the deck. So here's first mastermind. Second mastermind, we'll play a butcher. And then we're aiming to win this turn. So Confirm trashing. Gain a card. Confirm trashing. Gain a card. Confirm trashing. Gain a card. Confirm trashing, gain a card. Confirm trashing, gain a card. Oh, I feel bad. Well. Well, that's the game. So yeah, just butcher mastermind, strong play. Strong plays.